going to pull cards just on whatever energy wants to come through. I want to share this first, I think. Yeah, why not? All right. I'm going to use the Witch's Tarot because I kept looking at it. So I was like, all right. The Knight of Cups, the Magician, and the Three of Wands. The King of Swords at the bottom. Somebody's trying to make something happen here. I'm not sure exactly what. But with the King of Swords, it's like the decision's made. The decision's made to make something happen. You know, it's not, somebody's not, ooh, oh wow. Okay, so this has to do with another person. Hi Alex, how are you? All right, so we have the Knight of Cups here. The Knight of Cups is someone that's kind, someone that is sweet. I'm going to pull clarifiers on it because I'm not sure. I'm noticing like he's like offering something, but like he's like stopped. Oh, okay. All right, so whatever it is that this person's offering, like they want to stay. They want to stay wherever it is that they're going. They want to stay. They want to stay. You know, and then we've got the King of Swords, and that's why I was saying like the decision's made. Oh, the glare on it. Sorry, guys. The decision's made, and underneath that we have the Star and the Four of Wands, the Two of Cups, Eight of Wands. Somebody wants to like move forward and coming together. You know, it could be friends, could be family, it could be a romantic connection. Um, it's just someone that you're connected to on a soul level wants to come forward and wants to stay. And they're trying to make this happen because we've got the Magician here. The Magician is like it's in the works. You know, the decision's been made to manifest this and bring it together. And then we've also got the Three of Wands. So it's happening soon. Happening soon. Like right on the edge. Right on the edge. All right. Let's pull on the Knight of Cups. Oh, man. We have the Ten of Cups on the bottom. So the Knight of Cups is looking to be happy. They're looking to come and stay and be happy and just enjoy it. And we got the King of Swords. He came to the top of the deck. And the Seven of Cups. You know, it's like there's all these options here, but this is what they choose. They've made a choice. They've made a choice and they're bringing it forward. They haven't come forward yet, but they're coming soon. They're coming soon. Yeah, underneath the Ten of Cups is the Four of Swords. It's a healing energy. It's you know, it's almost like this is someone that when you're connected with them, whether it's friends, family, romantic, it doesn't matter. It's someone that like you feel like you could rest your head on. Like there's not worries with this person. Ooh, the Emperor. The Emperor. All right, we're clarifying the magician, and the magician is trying to make something happen. Something's in the works because where they're at, it doesn't feel good. They don't want to they don't want to be in this space anymore. It feels like shit. It's like somebody's like not feeling good. They're feeling disconnected, and they want to change that. They want to change that, and they want to be able to come forward and be able to stay and connect. Um, because you feel like someone they can rest their head on, or vice versa. This could be somebody that's gone through something, and they're looking to come to you to connect because it'll make them feel better. It'll make them feel safe. Um, hmm. We have the Judgment card underneath the Five of Cups. Well, I mean, decisions made. You know. All right, and we've got the Emperor and the Four of Pentacles. Um, Somebody wants to feel in control and feel secure, and that's why the Magician's here. They want to feel in control and feel secure, because in this energy they don't. All right, let me pull on the Three of Wands, and then I'll look at some of the comments, and we'll chat for a bit, guys. All right, the Three of Wands, they're on the edge. They're like they're it has that soon energy. Like I'm gonna be there soon. I'm on my way. I'm on my way, because they're breaking free from that Five of Cups energy. We have the Ace of Wands. They want to be able to. I just heard like feel the warmth. Feel the warmth. Um, like I said, this feels like somebody they can rest their head on you, or you can rest your head on them. It feels safe. It feels safe because this doesn't. This is how they usually feel when trying to connect with other people. Like you're their go-to person. Or if you haven't been their go-to person in the past, they want you to be their go-to person where they can feel safe. Like you provide a safe space for them, or vice versa, they provide a safe space for you, and this is you. Yeah, I said, yeah, they're liberating themselves from the Five of Cups energy. They want to break free. They want the victory after a long battle. The battle of feeling low and feeling down and out. For some people, I feel like it's more than that. For some people, I feel like it goes right into like depression. Um, I've struggled with depression a lot in my life, and there's only certain people that I even want to be around at all, if if anyone, when I'm feeling that way. And if this is someone that's feeling depressed, or if you're feeling depressed, there's a certain somebody that makes it feel okay. Makes it feel okay. All right, let me check out some of the comments. Oh, there's quite a bit here. Hi, White Runs. How are you? No, I don't play a musical instrument. Hell yeah, white girl, black jacket. Uh, Sa- Sadna Gulshan, love, life, and future. What got you into this religion? This isn't a religion to me. Serious questions. I am genuinely curious. Yeah, to me, this isn't a religion. Um, Hi, Hafiz. If I said your name right, I'm sorry if I didn't. Angel guidance for me. Um, Mickey says hi. Hi, Mickey. Freestyle on beat while doing the cards, please. Oh, if I was good, I would. Tap your head and rub your stomach while doing the cards, and then I will be impressed. No, I can't do that. That's me. I'm the King of Cups. Zoe says hi. Volume too high. I'm coming soon. That's me. Rest your head on my shoulders. I do feel like shit. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Understandable. That's why I popped up. Did earthquake hit your house too? No, it didn't. Why? Where are you from? You didn't warn us about the earthquake. I don't do that stuff. Is that bad? Is what bad? That you feel like shit? Or was it something that I was saying in the reading? There's another stupid fake tarot card reader. Yeah, so stupid, so fake. Um, but yeah, you're coming in to waste your energy on it. It's kind of silly, don't you think? Maybe your problem's with yourself and not with me, you know? Because people who want to go in and talk shit about somebody or what they're doing aren't going to do that if they're happy with themselves. They want to go shit on someone else because, you know, their shit stinks. So they want to try to make other people's shit stink. I'm sorry your shit stinks, bro. I hope it gets better for you. Um, when is World War III? I mean, I don't know. I was gonna say, aren't we already like started? Oh man. But no, obviously we haven't, you know, to the extent of what people really consider a war. Um, Fortune seller, yeah. Spy go sit on a stick. Who really believes that a card can protect your future? Nobody here believes that a card can protect your future. That's just silly. I don't know what tarot readers you're watching. And if I'm so fake and horrible, why are you still here to still be commenting, bro? Todd. Hey Todd, how are you? I'm good. I'm good, thank you. How are you, dear? I'm good, Sanu. How are you? Um, we believe in the cards. Thank you, volume too high. Your volume can never be too high. If you believe in this, you sure are ignorant person. I mean, you're in here talking shit to strangers. Don't you think that's ignorant? Oh man, people are weird. People are weird. It's like you don't have anything better to do today? That's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. You know, when religious people come in here and tell me they're going to pray for me, I'll tell them to pray for Spy because they're clearly lost. Look at Helen Fine right now. Thank you, Eddie. Can you interpret image any way you like, I guess? Yeah, everyone's interpretation of things are different. You know, our perception is our reality. So, like, even with the tarot cards, if you look at the tarot cards and you perceive a certain message from it, that's going to end up being your reality, you know? Um, or if you, like, say it's a good message, but part of you is like, oh, but, you know, that's not going to happen. Well, then it's not, you know? Whatever you perceive to be the truth is your truth. You look nice this morning and look like you got some rest. Yes, I did, and I needed it. I also had an egg clearing yesterday. It was really good. It was really good. Um, yeah, I don't. It's like maybe I should explain what an egg clearing is, because when I first when somebody was like, "Oh, you should try the egg clearing," like because I was going to like events at this like spiritual place where they do meditations and stuff, and I'm thinking it's like a crystal, like like how I have a crystal skull. I'm thinking it's like a egg shaped crystal, um, or maybe they're doing some kind of energy work where they're like but the person who suggested it was a guy, and he doesn't have eggs because he's not a female. So I'm like, well, what is it exactly? And he was like, she uses a real egg, like an egg you would make breakfast with. I was like, nah. I was like, I gotta try this. I gotta see this. But yeah, if you can find someone that knows how to do egg clearings, and it's energy, so you don't want to try to do it yourself. You don't want someone that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing with energy to do it, because fucking they could end up with your attachments, or they could just release back to you what they pulled out. But you can literally feel energy being pulled out of you, like negative energy. I'm not talking about like good energy, like negative energy, like blockages being pulled out of you, and they go into the egg. They go into the egg, and then she cracks it after into some water, and then she reads the egg, because the egg will start like making shapes of things. Mine mine made the shape of a heart. It was like at the top of the water, it made a perfectly shaped heart, and it stayed there the whole time. But there were also evil eyes in there and stuff. And I told her, I was like, well, I just had a feud with my family, and they were all looking at me like I was a piece of shit, but I was just being the responsible one. um, and also I told her, like, I'm on YouTube, like I got all kinds of people coming in trying to talk shit to me, and some think I'm like the devil because I read tarot cards and talk to spirits. So yeah, I definitely like have people like trying to send negative vibes my way. But yeah, no, I feel really good after that egg clearing. Um, it all sounds like weird, crazy, like woo woo shit. I get it, to people that are like, oh, what a weirdo. Like I don't, there was a time where I thought that too. But when you expand your consciousness, and you get a higher perspective, and you can start to see things in the world that other people don't. Um, some people are fine in the reality they're in. Um, I just don't vibe in a reality where I got to put myself in a box, and feel like something else is molding me. I'd rather mold myself. Show your bunny teeth. Oh, are you the one that was coming in talking about me having bunny teeth? You're back. Are you happy? Yes, I'm happy. When will next earthquake hit us? I have no idea. My tombstone is gonna be a. Oh, Eddie, like, yeah, you're the one that says all that weird. I wish I was a chair so you could sit on me. Ugh, Eddie. I hope at least while you're here being a weirdo sometimes that you're like learning something, or taking like something in, or at least laughing at some shit that's being said. At the very least, I hope like if anyone comes here, like you get to like laugh about something, because laughter is like the best medicine. Friendly Father and Supreme Leader Kim will guide us. Okay. Hello, how is your day going? My day's going well. How is yours, Moss Claw? Moss Claw. If I were a bunny, I'd jump in your you jump in my what? Hi Ray, how are you? Be careful, guys. There are demons with her. Yeah. I mean, we all have demons, guys. We all have demons. Um, we need to heal them. Our demons are our trauma. Where I'm from, like we don't pronounce our R's a lot of the time. So then when I go to say our, or our, our trauma. Um, and Samuel, if you think you don't have any demons, well, honey, you've got some work to do, because everyone does. What's your drug of choice? Marijuana. I don't like other drugs. That was like my teenage years when I was young, dumb. and was trying to work through my trauma but couldn't get the help that I needed. So had to heal myself. Takes time. Disabled, ashamed to ask for help, but please spare $5 so I can eat. I'm really hungry. Um, yeah, I'm broke too. Like I'm on YouTube, but this channel's not making me any money right now. And I'm on disability too. So, you know, you don't have any friends or family you can ask? Like your background, it's cool. Yeah, it's the sun and the moon. Most people come in here and think it's demonic. It's usually the religious people, and it's kind of like, where's your head at that you think everything's demonic? Maybe there's a demon in there you need to get out. Looking at the sun and the moon and thinking it's evil. It's fucking wrong with people. Um, you're an absolute nobody. Thank you, Soul Reaper. That's exactly who I want to be. Nobody. What do you do when you... That's my business, bro. What's your pronouns? I don't care what people call me. I don't give a shit. Quite frankly, like I think people that are so gung ho on the pronouns, I feel like they need to stop putting themselves in a very small box of a fucking 2, 3 letter word. That saddens me. People are so much more than a fucking word. Um, ban me, you bit. I don't care to. If you don't want to be here, then you can go. You're the opposite of beautiful. That's fine. Oh, man. That makes me sad for you, though, because it almost makes me feel like you are very insecure within yourself. But, I mean, you know, people don't want to face themselves and do the work and would rather go put other people down. That's unfortunate. And, if you want help, then stay, listen, learn something. You know, we usually have a good time here. Would you rather? Yeah, you're not going to get me with that one. Someone got me with that one day. Would you rather see a tree grow? One and only time somebody got me with that shit. Um, Shorty, you ain't gonna make it in YouTube or real life. You're always gonna be a nobody. Keep dreaming. I don't care if I make it on YouTube or not. The people that have been here, have been enjoying themselves and feel good when they're in the live with me. So, if I don't fucking end up making money off this, I at least did what it was I was trying to do, which is connect with people and help them feel better. Um, your aura color is blue. Thank you. That's actually a good color to have for an aura. I mean, all the colors are have their own benefits. Laura Grilly, Shorty Soul Reaper. Who are you talking to? Yourself, clearly. Laura, you're an absolute nobody too, he says. Or she says. I don't even know what it is. Uh, suck my soul, please. No, thank you. Um, love the tapestry, by the way. Thank you, Laura. Laughing nobody to you. I'm so offended. uh, they're sitting here saying I'm nobody, but I'm somebody to them if they want to stop and say something to me like I exist. If I was nobody, I wouldn't exist, right? And you wouldn't have anyone to say anything to. So, you know, you know, I know. I know it's hard, sucking and all. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Kind of. Why are people so mean in the comments? Because they are wounded individuals that need healing. And instead of doing the healing work, they want to project it onto other people, you know? What if I tell you one thing which is very dark secret? I mean, if it's like like legitimate, like you're not, I mean, go ahead, just say it. Because some people like ask that and they're not even gonna say anything serious. Um, oh, Soul Reaper wants you to shut up, Laura. Oh, Laura's my very good friend, so that's why I'm laughing so hard. I normally wouldn't be laughing at someone telling another one of my subscribers to shut up. You know, sometimes I laugh when I read stuff and I'm like, I'm sorry, I just laughed at that. But I'm laughing because me and Laura, like, people like that are a joke to us. You know, it's like if you want to not be a joke and be real, then let's heal. I rhyme sometimes, guys. You know, I should write like a book like Dr. Seuss. Very good at rhyming. 1 point Laura, 1 point Soul. Laura's got like 100 points just to start with, so Soul got some catching up to do. Um, I'm gonna show y'all nobody's who I am. Okay. She is not reading YouTube comments. I'm 60 Crips, but if you're in the first of all, if you're in the Crips, don't you have something to do? Like go gangbang or something? You know? I mean, like how do your gang members gang members feel about like they can be like, dude, go fucking do something. Go make us some money. Stop being a loser talking shit to people on YouTube. Oh man, if I had a gang, I definitely wouldn't want you in it. I'd be like, you're the worst. You're not even like doing what you're supposed to. Oh man. Oh God. But no, like legitimately, like if you are in a gang, like why are you on a YouTube channel talking shit to a tarot reader? That's what makes me think you're full of shit. Full of shit. Um, is that what like gangs are doing these days? That's weird. That's not what they were doing when I was growing up. Well, I got to go. Your eyes look better from the rest. Take care of yourself. Thank you, Todd. Laura, watch yourself around me because nobody needs to watch themselves around you. You need to watch yourself around you because you're the only person you're fucking up, bro. Um, only neighborhood you know is Spider-Man. Foo, sit down. Oh, oh, they think you're funny. You need better lines, Soul. Yeah, why are you so mad anyway, Soul? Like, what's going on? You okay? Pull up to Huntsville High in Alabama. Yell nobodies, then I'll show you who I am. Oh, I have a friend that lives in Alabama. She's hot. If you weren't a dick, I'd hook you up. Like, no, like, she's like super fucking hot. Like, absolutely gorgeous. Like, I'm not gay, but like, I would fuck her, you know? I wouldn't just fuck her. I would make love to her. I would worship her. She's fucking gorgeous. So too bad you're in here trying to be gangster and shit to a tarot reader, energy healer. Oh boy, you guys. Um, this big blood stole her out, Laura. Good on the set ones. Uh, are you a dude? Yeah, I am. My dick's bigger than Soul's. I have a bigger dick than Soul Reaper. It's huge. Like I could knock him out with it for sure. He'd probably like it. Um, you're beautiful. You look like a young Angelic Houston. Angelica Houston. Who's Angelica Houston? I'm gonna have to look that up. Hopefully she's not like horrible looking. I'll be like, oh man, they were lying when they said I was beautiful. She's the opposite of beautiful. I'm sorry that you feel that way about yourself, Soul Reaper. I really am. I know I'm like talking shit and busting your balls too, but like seriously, like I do because I know like what this behavior comes from. Are you a dude? Yes, I am. Why does everyone ask that? It's like, what does it matter to you guys? Even if I was, like, what does it matter? None of you guys are gonna ever fucking meet me in person. Wow, amazing girl. Stop simping. It's pointless. Um, Tarot has perfectly been there for a while and predicted my entire year would go well, and it did. Yeah, tarot can be pretty fucking accurate. Um, my like I'm reading tarot cards on YouTube, but like I do have an issue with tarot cards because I'm like people put too much of they're like, oh no, like I can't make a decision unless the tarot tells me to. Like, what? Like, no, tarot should be for like some insight and some guidance, but it shouldn't be the end all be all and make your decision for you. It can give you an idea of the energy that's working around you so you can have a better idea of if what you want to do is going to, you know, be able to work for you. I command you to ban me. No, I want you here. Because maybe you'll learn something, you'll start off talking shit and then you'll want to stay. You'll want to stay and you'll want to stay forever. I command you to stay. How about that? Stay. Good boy. Or girl, I still don't know what you are. I command myself to bounce out of this nobody's stream. Okay, did you leave? Or are you still here? You're still here, you little fucker. I know you are. I haven't even scrolled down yet to see if you are still here, but I know you are. You're a dude. It's a guy. Yeah, I am. You are a demon. Yes, I am. I'm a demon, but I'm also an angel. Religious nuts in the chat. uh, Tarot can legit predict the future. Hmm. The future's always changing. That's why it's better to look at it as guidance of like where the energy's at now or where the energy could potentially be in the future. But it doesn't, nothing's really set in stone. Like it is, but it isn't. Um, like I believe in soul contracts. I believe before we come here, we have certain things that we're supposed to carry out in this lifetime. But we also have free will. So even though it's written in a contract, which some would say, well, it's set in stone if it's in a contract. No, but we have free will. We don't have to fulfill our destiny if we choose not to. But eventually, we're gonna have to deal with it, in another lifetime or later in life. Um, when are we going to get this family started? It already started. It already did. You need a good hustle. Are you Muslim? No, I'm not. Um, I'm a monkey. Are you in the Illuminati? No, I'm not. Um, I'm not giving a shout out to that name because I know what it is. uh, are you dealing with the devil? I mean, aren't we all? You know, aren't we all? At one point or another. uh, she is dealing with the devil. No, I'm healing the devil. That's what we're supposed to be doing, you know? You are a loser. Why? Thank you. It makes me so happy when, you guys can recognize that I'm a loser. Oh, her soul is, dude, my soul is super fucking happy. You're a goddess. Ignore the haters and trolls. Well, I don't want to completely ignore them, you know, um, because they clearly need attention, but it's like they're behaving in a way to get a certain type of attention. And sometimes I'll tell them, fuck off, just get out of my fucking life. But for the most part, it's like they need a different type of attention than people talking shit to them. They need someone to be like, well, what's wrong? Some of them don't want to fucking say, but some of them actually do. I've had trolls come in talking shit and saying weird shit, and then they end up staying, and then they end up coming back repeatedly. And they'll stay in the lives for hours, chatting with me, chatting with other people. I'm usually on at night. When I go on at night, I'm on for like hours. I stayed on overnight once with everybody. And even other people in the chat are supporting each other. It's not this isn't just channel's not just about tarot. It's about healing and growing and evolving. And either people want to do that or they don't. And some come in and they don't realize what this is. And then when they do, they're like, oh, maybe I should stay. Um, she needs to repent. Yeah, I need to repent from doing healing work. People are ridiculous. Um, which country? I'm from the United States of America. Um, sad to see women play with these silly cards. Yeah, I know, it's so depressing, right? Um, she got that soulless look in her eyes. Oh, man. Have you ever had a real job? Yeah, I have. Have you? I mean, usually people that have like real jobs aren't on YouTube trolling, you know. Uh, the way we perceive other people is really how we perceive ourselves. So, you know, sometimes I love people, sometimes I hate people, but, sometimes I love myself, sometimes I hate myself. Hello, just want to say Yeshua, my king, loves you and just here to share the message and, of course, your choice and would love our relationship. Me and Yeshua already have a relationship. We're very close. Very close. It's either the devil or antidepressants that make their eyes dilate like that. Dilate like that. I'm not even on antidepressants. And my eyes aren't like really dilated. Because I can see the green in my eyes from here. I love you. I love you too. It's a dude looking for Uranus brothers. Yeah, I'm a dude. Oh boy. Trump voters need to repent. Really? I mean, see, I gotta kind of, I don't even want to get into political stuff right now, but I gotta kind of, like, Trump's a dick. Can't argue that. But, I mean, Biden's gonna be leaving office, and, if Kamala went in, she probably would have been carrying on stuff he was doing, and he just made it so that Ukraine could use, U.S. Weapons against Russia, which is gonna start a fucking world war. So, I mean, I think luckily Trump's done enough work around the world that, like business with other countries, that, you know, he might be able to diffuse that and change that shit once he gets in. I don't know, you know. I mean, all politics is just a fucking bunch of bullshit. What do you do? Read cards? Yeah, I was reading cards when I first came on. I'm gonna get off shortly though. Are you an astrologer? No, I'm not, but I know quite a bit about astrology. I have a lot of books. uh, boop, boop, boop. People only talk to you because they just want to hump. Yeah, most of them. Most of them. But they're not gonna get anywhere. All right, I'm gonna skip through a lot of these comments because there are a lot of trolls today. I'm gonna go towards the end and just read a few more, and then I'm gonna pull. I don't know what deck I'm gonna pull from. I feel like maybe I'll pull from the Dark Mirror deck. Yeah. All right. What is that behind you? It's the sun and the moon. The sun and the moon. Nothing satanic. Most people think it's something satanic. It's fucking ridiculous. I'm no devil or angel, rather. I'm more in the middle. Yeah, but how do you find the center? You know, you have to like know both ends of the spectrum to, you know, get the center. All right. Cards in there. I don't know. I feel like they're already out, aren't they? Oh yeah, they are. They're right here. Dark Mirror. I feel like it's a Dark Mirror day. Forgetting oneself. It's funny that that's the number 17. Hiding your true self. And fragmentation. Perchance to dream. Perchance to dream. Hold on. 28. I keep pulling out the book. I usually don't ever do this. Wait, where's 28? Oh, that's a different language. Don't want that one. Oh, okay. If I sleep long enough, when I wake up, the pain will have been gone. You know, when I read Perchance to Dream, I was like, does that mean like dare to dream? I'm like, that's kind of what it feels like to me. But it's like, if I sleep long enough, when I wake up, the pain will have been gone. It's also, it's like a lie that we tell ourselves. You know, the pain's not gonna go away. If anything, if we think the pain goes away just from, oh, I'm gonna go take a fucking nap and just try and forget it all and wake up when it's all over, all we did was suppress it. It's going to come back up in the future and it's going to need to be dealt with. Fragmentation. Fragmentation happens when we experience a trauma, something that we don't know how to deal with. So our consciousness splits off and finds a way to survive. And then that mode of survival that we we utilized in within that experience, then becomes like a set response when something triggers us again. And then we stay in survival mode, and then we keep acting in ways that cause us to sabotage things, cause us to disconnect from people. Um, hiding your true self and forgetting oneself. It's like it's like we have to reconnect with who we were before all the trauma. The innocence of our soul. Um, we have to wake up. We have to wake up. Um, like this card, the perchance to dream, the like, oh, I'll go to sleep and I'll wake up like when it's all over. Um, no, we need to wake up, and we need to face it, and we need to look at it. We need to stop forgetting who it is that we are. We need to stop letting other people decide for us who we are and who we're going to be. I came on the other day. I mean, my nail polish is gone. I was picking it off earlier, but my thumbs are still here. So um, I can show you the backstory of why this message originally came to me. I went with my kid and I got my nails done, and I picked this color, and I was like, it reminds me of Dorothy's like ruby slippers. She clicks them together and she's like, there's no place like home, and she can go home. Um, and then I was thinking about The Wizard of Oz, and like the message that comes from that movie. Um, they're all on this journey. They're following the yellow brick road. The yellow brick road represents the path to enlightenment. And the whole time they're thinking they need to go see the Wizard of Oz. They need to go see the great and powerful Oz in order for them to be able to have what it is that they need. Like the scarecrow wants a brain, um, the Tin Man wants a heart, the lion wants courage, Dorothy wants to go home. But when they get there, they find out that the great and powerful Oz is just somebody hiding behind a curtain. They're hiding them true selves because they don't fucking know either. Forgetting oneself, fragmentation. We need to stop going outside of ourselves. We need to go inwards and find all the pieces and all the ways we split off, all the ways that we learned how to survive, and understand why those defense mechanisms even exist, and learn from it, so that way we can discern better in the future when we get triggered. Am I triggered because this same trauma is happening and I need to be in survival mode, or am I just being triggered because of a previous trauma, and if I respond in a way where I need to survive, when I don't, then I'm going to sabotage and possibly make a bigger mess, or disconnect from something that would be good for me. Now, back to the Wizard of Oz. When they get there, just a guy hiding behind a curtain, and the lion had courage all along. The Scarecrow already had fucking brains. He didn't fucking need Oz to give him brains. And Tin Man already had a heart. And Dorothy, all she needed to do to go home was wake up. Because after she clicks her heels and she's back home, she's waking up in her bed. She just needed to wake up. She was sleeping. All right. So, the yellow brick road, the path to enlightenment, they're enlightened when they get there, and they realize, like, they had it all along. They had it all along. They had everything they needed all along. Um, it's like, even doesn't Oz like give them stuff, like, even like, doesn't he give the lion a certificate? I haven't seen it in a long time, so I'm kind of forgetting some of it. But doesn't he give the lion like a certificate for his courage? Just like, that certificate doesn't, that's not courage. You um everything that we need is within us. It's not outside of us. um all right, hold on, let me read some comments. Read some future. Jesus saves. Jesus loves you so much. Jesus loves you too. Oh man, some people are fucking weird. Cool hoodie, thank you. Jeez, she probably voted for Harris. I didn't vote at all. I wasn't gonna waste my time doing that. Do you read hands? No, but I used to have a palm reading book, and it's actually like really interesting how they do that and how it all works. You got pretty eyes, Mama. I'd love to see them looking up at me. That would never happen, ever. Hello, are you doing readings right now? No, I'm not. I'm not doing readings. I was just reading cards in general. Mhm. You look worthy of an Applebee's date. Oh, I'm worthy of so much more. Um, but I'm not going to Applebee's with anyone or anywhere with anyone from here. Um, Other than evolving, you know. If you guys aren't into evolving, then I mean, I don't know why you're watching. Um, because I really don't give a shit like who wants to fucking smell my feet or take me on a date. I don't give a fuck about shit like that. That's not what I'm here for. Can you predict if a hot woman will arrive at my apartment? I don't know, Ray. Did you invite one over? Oh, you gave me a like. Thank you, Astral. Hi, Michael. How are you? She's a devil worshiper. You know, it's so funny. Like people that will come in here and watch, and what they're getting out of it is that I worship the devil. That just shows like lack of intelligence. Um, I really like your live streams. Thank you, ABC XYZ. My cards say you and I are made for each other. Oh, hello. Are you Mexican or Honduran? I'm neither. You so handsome. Thanks. Do you live in Sedona? No, I don't. This is some garbage stuff. Don't believe these people ever. This is just like a horoscope. It can be for anyone. Way, way, way open to interpretation. Yeah, it is open to interpretation. You know, people are supposed to use their discernment with a tarot reading and take what resonates, and not put full on total fucking belief in what a tarot reader says. You know, a tarot reader should just be giving you like advice on the energy. I mean, some readings on my channel, like they go into love reading and they do get fun. Like the energy does get fun, um, to do stuff like that. But I do try to also like remind people like you have to make decisions for yourself. You have to believe in yourself, not cards. You know, the cards are like a good medium to get some messages out. It's like, you know, people are forgetting themselves. People are hiding who they truly are. So it's like if I want to pull cards to be like, well, what kind of message should I be giving out? And this is a perfect fucking message. Stop forgetting who the fuck you are. Stop hiding who you are. Stop the fragmentation. Stop fragmenting yourself. Bring yourself back together. And the chance to dream like, oh, I'll just go to sleep and just ignore it all until it goes away. Stop doing that shit. Face shit. Heal shit. Like, walking around pretending to be invisible, will you realize you actually are? What do you mean? I smell a con artist. Yeah, a con artist that isn't getting any money from anybody on here. Well, I do have a subscriber that had sent me some donations, but I didn't ask. She offered. You should really hide your facial hair better, sir. No, I love my facial hair. Keeps my face nice and warm. uh, Listen, you would probably make a great therapist or counselor without the cards, to be honest. Yeah, but the cards draw a lot of people in. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people watching tarot reading after tarot reading after tarot reading. So, and they're like brainwashing themselves with the tarot reading. So it's like, I can draw people like that in with the tarot cards. Give them some readings, but then try to get them to like veer away from trusting only the cards and learning how to trust themselves, you know? So, I mean, it is kind of manipulative in a way, but I'll admit it. I'll tell you guys exactly what I'm doing here. Can you ban that Soul Reaper guy? I'm not going to ban him. He hasn't been here for a while anyways. Um, hey, yo, what's up? What's up? I mean, you can't really be in here with an account that says Diddy and be like, what's up? People are just like, ew, when they see the name now. For good reason. Fucking disgusting human being. What the fuck is evolving? What do you mean, what is evolving? Growing, expanding. I'm not going to say that out loud. I just heard something, but I'm not going to say it. Unemployment at its peak. Really? Wasn't it at its peak during the pandemic when everybody was on it? Um, Everyone and their mother reads cards. There's nothing to it, and they don't mean shit. So fuck this bitch and the thousand channels that are just like it. Are you making sure you go to all the channels and say that? That's a lot of energy to expend on, you know, bitches like me. Uh, at least you're not taking advantage of emotionally vulnerable people with the card stuff. You seem to at least want to spread a good message. Yeah, I don't want to fucking take advantage of anybody. Um, like I said, I can use the cards to draw people in. Like, it's like I don't really want to be reading cards for people. I'd rather connect with people and help them like understand themselves. And so it's like we could say like, oh, by me being manipulative and using cards to draw people in, we could say that makes me a shitty person, you know? But I feel like if energies are going to be manipulated, it should be for the greater good of everyone involved. You know, not just myself, not just the other person, but for everyone involved. You know, and if there's people here that don't vibe with what I'm doing, then you guys don't have to stay. You know, you don't. I mean, if you want to stay and maybe learn something or maybe, understand yourself better, then stay. And it's like, oh, well, how can she make me understand myself better? They're talking, communicating. You know, sometimes it takes a person outside of you, and sometimes it even takes a person that you don't know to ask a fucking question that gets you really questioning and questions that you start asking that help you really understand things, because when you start asking the questions and you start really seeking the answers, um, it can help you heal, it can help you grow, it can help you evolve, it can help you um, have a higher perspective of what's going on in this reality, in your reality. Why are there so many trolls? It's all the people that aren't working right now. you know, I usually don't come on during the day. I'm usually on at night. I mean, I've had a lot of trolls at night, but not to this extent. So it's like everyone is here trolling and talking shit to someone that's trying to make the world a better place while they're sitting there not working and just shitting on people. That's that's sad. You guys can do better. We can all do better. Always. There's always room for improvement. I like this lady. Most won't say this. Thank you. Why are you gay? I'm not, but there's nothing wrong with it. What will the year 2025 for Taurus be like? Um, I gotta do some sign readings. I haven't posted any sign readings recently. I did for Scorpio season. Hmm. Hi, do you have any advice for an adult man trying to cut off parents that treat you differently than normal people? In other words, like an object slash slave. Well, do you live with them? Because I have no problem cutting off my parents. I mean, my mom's living with me right now, so that's a little difficult. um, but yeah, it's like sometimes it's like you want to be able to like heal and like mend relationships and connections, but the people and everyone involved in it needs to have the same goal in healing and connecting. And if even if it's your parents and there is no healing, there is no getting through to them, and you can love them from afar, and that's a boundary. This is a boundary, like I'm not going to be treated like a slave or an object. Like you're my parents, I love you, but I'm going to love you from over here. uh, and you gotta find forgiveness too, no matter how fucking shitty they are. um and it's not when people like tell other people, oh, you gotta find forgiveness for somebody that's doing something shitty to you. It's not about forgiveness for them, it's for yourself, because carrying around that weight of resentment and pain, and it drags you down, and it keeps you in a lower frequency. um so, like for me, it's been challenging having to live with my mom again. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have told her to come move in. She's a nuisance. um but like I have to learn how to navigate through it while having her here, while it's like I love her, but oh man, just when someone struggles having logic, it's very frustrating to deal with them. um but why don't you use the cards to manifest a husband? Because I don't need the cards to manifest a husband. I need to go within and heal my energy to manifest a husband. Loser men picking on women who hustle. Meanwhile, those loser men don't want to fucking come pay my bills. You don't want me to hustle, but you don't want me to pay my bills. Meanwhile, my hustling ain't making me no money right now, but it is helping people. The people that like choose to actually engage instead of just sitting there having a one-sided conversation with themselves, trying to talk shit about me. Hmm. Are you calling me a troll? I don't know. Are you a troll? Were you trolling? Burn the cards, turn to Jesus. No, I will not burn the cards, and I don't need to turn to Jesus because he's always with me. You seem very intuitive and introspective. I came here to troll, but I genuinely feel a good energy for. This is what usually happens to trolls that like actually like you're probably someone that would face your bullshit. I don't know if you'll carry out healing your bullshit, but you know what I mean. The trolls that just want to sit here and just troll and troll and troll and troll and troll, they hear someone that's saying the things that I say, and they just want to keep trolling. They just I don't think they have like the mental capacity to like do the work that I do and do the healing that people like me do. Healing's not easy. It's not. Facing yourself and your problems isn't fucking easy. It's the hardest work anyone could ever fucking do. I can't, no pun intended. I could probably use a talk with someone like you, but I have my own people. Good. I'm glad you have your own people. A lot of people don't have their own people, you know? When I started live streaming, I was never planning on doing a fucking YouTube channel. I'm antisocial. I don't fucking like people half the time because humans are fucking flawed and ignorant pieces of shit. Um, and then I don't know, it's kind of a long story. I'm not going to get into the long story of how I ended up here on YouTube. But pretty much I ended up here and I was doing I was pre-recording readings and putting them up, and then I was like, I know I got to start live streaming at some point, and I wasn't sure where it was going to go. And then when I started talking and connecting with people, I was like, see, I knew I wanted to do more with the cards. I'm more than the cards, but I just wasn't sure how to go about it. I don't know what I'm doing out here, guys. I'm like figuring it out as I go along, but it's turning into something beautiful because I love seeing people um like I have a troll that comes in here and he struggles with some like heavy shit, and like he literally like feels like nobody in the world understands him and nobody's ever fucking stuck up for him, and he comes here to have that space for himself. um sometimes he does start trolling some of the other people in the comments, but I don't know. I like that he feels like he has somewhere, a safe space he can go to. It does sound like stupid. Feeling like I have a safe space on a YouTube channel sounds dumb, but there's a lot of people that feel real fucking lonely. A lot of people that are really fucking hurting and feel like they have no one to turn to. Like I'm glad standard replicant. I need glasses. I don't know if I read that wrong or not. I'm glad you have people to go to because not everyone does, and it sucks. Um, Marwayne, how are you? I'm good. How are you? Mhm. Stay safe. Stay woke. Yeah, you too. Thank you. On my tarot channel, I pull cards for trolls, and it's always poverty and loneliness vibes. Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. Yeah, no, the troll that I was just talking about when I pulled cards on him, like, it was like you were literally made to feel like you were fucking worthless. You were made to feel like you were worthless. So you put on this, like, you try to create this reality where you're fucking bigger and stronger than you really are because you feel so fucking broken. And he asked me to like to stop reading because he said it was actually like triggering him because he knew I was right. Um, and it's like I never met the guy before, but it's like I've connected with enough people to like know, like sometimes I am wrong, sometimes I'm off, um, but for the most part, it's like a fucking nail on the head. And when you can hit a nail on the head with someone you've never fucking met before, like it makes them feel connected. It makes them feel connected. So that's why this feels like a safe space for him. Because he's like, wow, like somebody that gets me. Even though like I know I suck and I've got some shitty behaviors, like he appreciates that someone gets him. Um, what can you tell me about me? I'm quite interested. Um, well, what can you tell me about you? You know, that's what I wonder sometimes. Like, how well do you guys really know yourselves? Like, what makes you you? I remember a few years back, I was asking someone, I'm like, well, what makes you you? Like, how did you come to who you are? Like, why do you think the way you think? Why do you feel the way you feel? And they were like, this person's like almost 40, and they're like, no one's ever asked me that before. What? No one's ever asked you why you are who you are? Nobody's ever asked you like who you really are underneath all that? That's disturbing. That's how disconnected we are as humans. We don't even want to fucking know each other. We don't even want to know ourselves half the time. I want that to change. I mean, it's probably a fun hobby, but you don't seriously believe in this card reading shit, right? I do to an extent. There's certain aspects of it that I believe in, but the way the majority of people believe in the cards, I think is wrong. I think is wrong. Um, and I even think about like some of the readings that I had pre-recorded and put on the channel. Like when I first started, and like the ones that like go towards love. It's I'm like, oh, I should take those down, but then I'm like, no, like some of them are actually right. Some of them are on. Like I have some friends that were like, yo, that reading was on. It was on point for what what my situation is. Um, but like I try to do my best to remind people like to not let the cards make decisions for you. If people are assholes to you, leave them at the curbside. All you can do is try and be a better person today than I was yesterday. Hey, you, fuck you. Why, thank you. I do free tarot, but I do make tips to put gas in my Civic. Yeah, yeah, I feel like when I do start charging for stuff on the channel, it's like even when people buy tarot readings, I think I'm gonna tell them like I almost don't even want to sell tarot readings. I almost want to tell people like, no, you have to buy an energy healing, and you can have a tarot reading that comes with it. Um, because it's like, what is the point of having your cards read and getting insight, but then you're gonna leave your energy field full of fucking bullshit and blockages? Shouldn't we like be like clearing our energy out and getting insight, so that way we can, when we get the insight, we can understand it better. And also when, I mean, I don't know if any of you have ever had any energy work, but when you receive Reiki or IET or there's like countless energy healing modalities, um, it clears blockages out of your energetic body, and it makes it so you can not only, so if you do get sick, you can fight it off faster, um, but also you can think more clearly. You can make decisions with ease. Um, like if you're having trouble speaking up for yourself and you're getting energy work done and you're clearing out the blockages in your throat chakra, you're going to have an easier time expressing yourself. And if you're someone that always struggles to communicate, then yeah, you're still going to struggle, but it's going to be, you're at least going to get something out, you know? For people with a low libido, if you get energy work, you might find yourself wanting to have sex after. I worked on a friend once. Her and her man hadn't slept together in months. And then she hit me up the next day. She was like, I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, I want some. So I woke him up. I'm like, well, I'm glad. I'm glad that worked out for you. And then he was like hitting me up. He's like, every time you Reiki her, I get laid. So, uh, so he always wanted me to Reiki her. But, I mean, he was part of the problem for her energy being fucking blocked. So it's like I would have had to Reiki her all day, every day to keep that going for them. Uh, you can't always have positivity. You need negativity too. Yeah, well, because we learn from it. We learn from it. We grow and we evolve from it. But I feel like it would be great if people could learn how to navigate through the negativity, um, instead of making it worse. You know, by getting triggered. I am actually interested in the convo. Oh, good. Thank you. Skeptically pissed. I like your name. Because I find myself skeptically pissed a lot. uh, too much positivity will burn you out. Yeah, too much negativity will fucking drain you in a second. My wife does cards. Is she good? Are you able to tell me something? I don't know. If I give you some information, I don't know, maybe. Have you thought of trying other content to add variety? Yeah, I have, but it's like I'm not sure how I want to go about it. So I've just been live streaming a lot and just chatting with everyone. I feel like the more I connect with everyone and the more I chat with everyone, the more I can like kind of like mold what it is I'm trying to do here. Um, yeah, I started I started like reading tarot for other people last year around this time. And but before that I was doing energy work, but a lot of people don't know what energy work is and they don't know what it can do for them. Um and I'm like, I kind of want like another avenue to like connect with people that are interested in the metaphysical, interested in healing. Um because those are the kind of people that I can connect with and do energy work with. Um, I've also been thinking about adding coaching. Uh, I had an energy healing yesterday, and the person when we were talking, she was just like, "You should add coaching." And I'm like, "I know, I've thought about it. I've thought about it." I paid a coach once. She's a friend of mine, but she she's expensive. I paid $1,400 to be coached by her for 6 weeks, but coaching's awesome. See, I don't want to charge that much money for people. Maybe someday, but right now I'm just kind of like, I'd rather be able to like the coaching with her. It was awesome because she connected with me on Instagram, so I could like that's like where I could talk to her about everything that I needed guidance with for the 6 weeks that we were connected. And she also included 3 energy healings with the coaching. Um, and I actually came up with the Misfit Spirit because I was like, all right, I'm doing energy healing. I'm like, but I don't know what to call my business. And it just came to me one day while I was working with her and doing the coaching. And I was like, yeah, that's it. It's perfect. It fits me. It fits me perfectly. Such a misfit, but it fit perfectly. um, the internet is not a safe space. Yeah, no, it's not. That's why I was saying like it's kind of like weird to say like yeah, like there's a safe space here on fucking YouTube. Um, but I wasn't even expecting like the channel to be turning into what it was turning into. I knew I wanted to do like other stuff than the tarot cards, and then when I started live streaming and really connecting with people, it was just like, oh, okay, I kind of see what some of these people need, and a lot of it has nothing to fucking do with the tarot cards. uh, Please read my cards. I'm gonna get off in a minute, skeptically pissed, but if I can come back on tonight, if not, actually no, I'm going out tonight. I never fucking go out, guys. I'm like a hermit. I never fucking leave the house, but I'm actually gonna go out tonight, um, which is rare. I'm kind of like excited to get out of the house, but normally like I'm anxiety ridden. I'll have anxiety all day long, like gotta go out tonight and be around people. And I'm like super sensitive to energy. So if I walk into a place where there's a lot of people, it's just like, or even if there's very few people, but if somebody's in a heavy energy, I fucking can feel it. And so usually, like, it's like I want to go out, but then I just choose not to because then it just drains me. Um, and Well, depending on the situation when I get out, a lot of the draining that happens beforehand of me trying to mentally prepare myself to go function in society. Um, but yeah, when I do come back on skeptically pissed, like I'll pull cards for you. Um, I'm gonna get off in a second. I just kind of want to catch up. This is another one of my things is like I like to be able to read all the comments. I like to be able to make sure everyone is able to get heard. Um, I mean, there were a lot of trolls today, so people can get lost in the shuffle, but I don't want to miss anybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Sass. Is it Sass? Sass? Mm. Let me ask you then, do you know who you are? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Like, I'm still learning more and more about myself. Um, but it's like I've always, like, known myself, but, like, the world around me, like, didn't, and it was always, like, that fight to try to get people to understand who I am because I've always been very expressive. I've always been able to tell people exactly what I'm thinking, exactly what I'm feeling, why I'm thinking that, why I'm feeling that. But other people aren't as in tune with themselves, so it's it's hard for me to, like, really feel connected to people because most people are blind to themselves and other people. Um, I'm a joker. I'm a smoker. I'm a midnight joker. Me too. Um, I can feel like my body's like slanting like this. Posture. Posture. My posture is terrible. I can see you have no idea what you're talking about. I've been married 32 years. You ask. Why? What? I didn't say anything about you being married, not being married. I don't know what you're talking about. Skeptically pissed. Um, no, I'm not in Cali. I need a cleansing myself, I sage, but need more. Yeah, sage can be helpful. It can cleanse like the space, it can cleanse your energy, but we tend to like there's stuff in our field that like our energy will hold on to. Like I was sending Reiki to a guy recently, and when I was at his sacral chakra, I was pulling like some blockages out, but then there was one that didn't want to come out, and um, he wasn't ready to release it yet. Even though it's a blockage and it's negative, sometimes we're not ready to release it yet. Um, my name is Justin. Somewhat going through a hard time in my life right now. I'm kind of drinking heavily, and last week I told myself I'm not going to drink anymore to get my life together. Um, have you tried going to AA meetings? It's like I know people don't like, people are like I don't want to go to AA. I'm not that bad, but like if you're struggling and with like, oh man, I just want to fucking drink right now, that's a great place to go. I've never been to an AA meeting, but I know people that have gone, and it's literally a place where people know exactly how you fucking feel, you know. But also, if you were drinking heavily, like what is the hard time you're going through? Is it something that just happened, or is there something within that needs to be healed? Because if it's just like a hard time and you're just going through something and then it passes, um, and you're good, um, that's one thing, but it's another thing when it's something inside. It's going to keep coming up and coming up and coming up. With that being said, my fiance and I are having issues. I want to know if she's talking to someone else besides me. Um, mm. Yeah, see, I'd like to. I see. This is where a tarot reader would be like, "Oh, I'll pull cards for you, and I'll tell you." I'm not going to do that because mm, I don't. I wouldn't want to tell you she's talking to someone else if she's not. I wouldn't want to tell you that she isn't when she is. Um, could the cards tell me if there's a potential for there to be someone else around? Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean that someone else is around. It could mean someone else is trying to be in her energy. She might not, you know, be interested. Um, yeah, see, it's like that's one of the things with tarot where it's like I don't really want to, you know. I mean, I could pull cards like on her energy, see what kind of a person she is, but I mean, you chose for her to be your fiance, so um for me, I feel like that would be pointless if I pull cards and I'm like she fucking sucks. Um you probably stay with her cuz it would be like, "Oh, fuck the cards." you know? If I tell you she's great and she's actually not, like there's aspects about her that are great, so it comes up, you know. Um I don't know. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out exactly when and when not to be pulling cards for people because I don't want to make anything worse for somebody. Hmm. Sorry, Justin, you're going through a hard time. Why do you think she's talking to someone else though? Or, why are you suspicious of it? Like in the past, like have your relationships been where somebody does that to you, or like has she done anything to make you think that? Because sometimes we suspect things because our intuition knows and it's telling us and it's letting us know and we ignore it. I had a friend who was getting engaged to this really rich guy, but she had like she didn't know him like too well, and I want to say they had met like within a year. They hadn't known each other like long. But he was rich and he was just like, I want to marry you, bought her a ring, wanted her to move in and this and that. And it was just like moving way too fast. And I'm telling her, I'm like, something don't feel right. you know, no rich guy just comes along and wants to make you his wife and give you the fucking world. And there's no catch. There's definitely a catch. And then when she was posting pictures of him on social media, I was getting that like feeling of like, oh, this guy's a psychopath. There's something really wrong with this guy. So I told her, I'm like, just be careful and like just like look out for like, narcissistic traits, like sociopath type. I'm laughing, but it's actually not funny because I was right, and he turned out to be a complete and total fucking psycho. And she's lucky she was able to get away from him safely. Um, what was my point for bringing that up? I can't remember. I don't know. Um, oh yeah, because I was talking about intuition. Oh yeah, because one of the things she was saying to me, because she's been in relationships with a lot of narcissists, and if you don't do the healing work and you've been in a lot of relationships like that, chances are you're going to keep attracting those types of people. So you have to do the healing work and shift your frequency, um, because history tends to repeat itself until we deal with what we've been ignoring. Um, and she was saying, I feel bad, he's so good to me, he gives me everything, and I'm just this asshole that's just sitting here just waiting for things to change, waiting to find out that like he's like not what he was presenting himself to be. And I said to her at the time, like, that's your intuition, it's trying to fucking tell you, like, it's coming. you know um I think it was like a month later. It was when she texted me. It was like 7 in the morning. She was like, "You were right. I gotta get out of here. I gotta. I want to talk to you, but I can't talk to you in the house or he'll hear me. like it's not safe in here." Like, oh geez, you need to get the fuck out of Texas. You need to get out of Texas. Um, Hi, Katie. How are you? Be grateful for mom. Take her to a billiard hall or something else to create a memory and document it for content. Yeah. If you knew my mom, you would know how difficult that would even be to make it even happen. We could make a plan for it, but it might not happen till 10 years down the line. Oh, man. I hate my life. 1234 says, hi, hi. Why do you hate your life? Do you speak with spirit? Yeah, sometimes in a way. In a way. Not probably not how you're asking. Um, like if you're asking if I talk to like people that have crossed over, it's happened, but I don't really be like, okay, like I want to connect with your crossed over loved one and do it. I've maybe the more I do it, I'll feel comfortable doing that. But it usually happens. It usually happens when I'm doing energy work on someone. Sometimes like a crossed over loved one will like pop up. Um, and there's been a couple live streams where I was chatting with someone and someone would come through, but it's different for me. Um, it's not like how people see it on TV. I mean, there are people that can do it like how they do on TV, but it takes some people just naturally know how to tap into their gifts like that. Me, I didn't even know I could do that until after I learned Reiki. And then I was like, oh, I've kind of actually been doing this for a while. Didn't realize it. And then also, you say, do you speak with spirit? Then there's also certain like beings and guides that I connect with, and you know, I don't know. I don't know if you know. I'm like, but I don't know if you know. Johnny, we're listening. Wait, what did Johnny say? I don't even know where Johnny is. Johnny, where are you? Joshua, behave. You're good? I'm good. Joshua says, I'm good. Hello from Spain. Jesus is the only way, folks. Josh O. What is the deal with the Joshes today? So many Joshuas. So many Joshuas, Katie. So many. Except the except one in particular. Jesus and the word of the Bible are the only way. I don't For some people it is, but not for everybody. Not for everybody. Nobody knows the future besides Jesus. Um, Not really. These cards know nothing. I am single and 25 years old. Ramiro. En- Enjoy your 20s. You're gonna blink and be in your 30s, and then you blink and it's like, oh, 40's here. Well, 40's not here for me yet, but it's fucking coming. Um, just hard and feel like I'm back in the dark. Back in the dark. I'm only 28. Ooh, 28. You know what's gonna be happening for you, huh? 29 is when Saturn comes back to the position it was in when you were born, and they call that the karma return, Saturn return. Um, and people tend to have a lot shifting and a lot happening around that time and like right before it. Um, You said you're back in the dark. I mean, well, let's think about what happens when we're in the dark. Like, picture a seed. A seed is like buried down in the dirt, in the darkness, in order for it to grow. Um, yeah, someone in here once was mentioning the lotus flower grows in mud. So it's like if you're in the darkness, that means that you're going to be evolving in some form. I mean, you can choose not to, um, but when we're in the dark, that's like the perfect opportunity to grow and shift. And I make that face because it usually involves feeling like shit and hurting and releasing things you don't want to fucking release. Um, Next year, bad. Come ever need help? I don't know what you mean. Good for you, Joshua. Good for you. I mean, that doesn't really pertain to me, and it never will. But good for you. What other talents do you have in life that aren't sexual? You know, like who's Joshua? Joshua Bjork. Is it Bjork or Bjork? Wrong timing. Shouting out to wrong timing. Yeah, a lot of things are wrong timing, right? Life is 10% what happens to you, 90% how you react to it. Yeah, it is. Um, but we also, 95% of our decisions and actions in life are made in the subconscious mind. It's like we think we're making a conscious decision, but we're not. We're actually making decisions from the subconscious. We make decisions from our programming. Um, that's why people tend to, when something of the same nature that's bad that keeps happening to them over and over and over and over again, they're like, why do I always end up in situations like this? Why does this keep happening? Because of the programming, the subconscious programming that's actually navigating what it is you're creating in your life. Um, I was watching Rewired on Gaia today. It has Dr. Joe Dispenza, and he was talking about, there's the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and then there's the veil in between. You know how you hear spiritual people saying the veil is thinning? Well, the layer in between is the analytical mind. Um, and when you thin the veil of the analytical mind, then you can connect the conscious and the subconscious mind. Um, and then you'll be able to make more decisions for yourself with your whole consciousness and not just the small percentage that doesn't even know what's going on in the 95% that's going on inside the conscious mind. um I'm trying to ask a question to see if I want to subscribe. Yeah, I saw your question. I had answered it. Do you speak with spirit? Or maybe you had just put that comment just now, before I had answered you. Welcome to chat. We're delighted to have you. I didn't intend on sending you into the outfield. Okay, goals. Show how energy healing works through shorts and long form. Um, See, that's kind of, I'm going like this. I'm like, my hands are doing this because I feel like there's a, see, energy healing, I want to wait till I can monetize the channel and have the join button, and people that join and are paying like the monthly subscription, they'll have access to videos and content that everyone else won't. And I want to put energy healing and meditation and stuff in there, so that way there's not, because like when the trolls come in and it creates like a static energy and it starts pulling in all other energies, and I don't want that mixed in with the energy that I'm sending to people. um it It makes it, yeah. You know, when I was, I don't know if you were here when I was talking about how I had paid someone to be my coach, and they were coaching me and helping me like with the work that I'm doing, and they had told me to Reiki my house, and I was like, Reiki my house? Oh, okay. You know, I know you can Reiki food, and you can Reiki whatever you want. You know, I've Reiki bumblebees that look like they're dying on the ground, and then then they get a little bit of life back. Um, but yeah, when I Reiki'd my house, you want to know what I was drawn to the most? My son's Xbox, the technology in the house. That's where a lot of negative energy can come in through. You know, you would think, oh, it's just people that come into your house. No, this the internet's a fucking portal. It's a portal for energies to come in and get through. So it's like I want to have the least amount of shit energy and static and fucking negative entities trying to get in when I do that kind of stuff. Because I see other people on YouTube doing like, oh, I'm sending you Reiki. I don't know. I feel like it needs to be just condensed to the group that actually want healing, that actually believe in it. Um, but yeah, no, I appreciate your suggestions. Yeah, I've got a lot to think about, a lot I want to do. Um, I'm trying to learn about spirit and wanted to see if she could teach me what I am looking to learn. Well, what are you looking to learn about spirit? Because like I'm still learning a lot myself. You know, I'm still learning how to like fine tune my gifts, and then like the more you fine tune your gifts, then you start like realizing you have like other abilities, and then you're like, I don't even know what to do with that yet. um and it takes time, you know. It takes time, and you have to really learn how to trust yourself and trust the things that you're experiencing and sensing, and that in itself can be hard too. um that's why like healing work first and foremost before even trying to like really fine tune the gifts and uh like using them outside of yourself. Do you think lucid vivid dreams are premonitions? I've been having a lot of lucid vivid dreams. I don't think I think they can be premonitions, they can be prophetic. um but lucid dreams are, you know, you could be astral traveling. You could be you know, there's more realities than the one that we're living in. um there's different dimensions, like there like, you know, for example, Ashley, like, you know, there's you in this reality living your life the way you are, but then there's other dimensions where you're making different decisions and doing things differently in that dimension. But then there's this dimension over here where, you know, you're making some of the same similar decisions as you are here, but some that you're making there. And, you know, every fucking, you know how like when we're given choices, like, oh, I have a choice, I can do this, I can do that. Well, I'm going to go this way. Well, while you're going this way, there still exists a reality where you went that way. So like lucid dreaming, it really could be tapping into really all kinds of things. Do you believe in Jesus Christ? Yes, I do. New here and don't know what this channel is. Yeah, I believe in Jesus. But I'm spiritual. I'm not religious. But I don't tell people they shouldn't. It's hard to say that. I don't tell people they shouldn't be religious. I mean, if it's not working for them, if they're religious and they still feel lost, then yeah, I'd be like, well, maybe I need to venture down another path, find something else. For me, I was raised Catholic, and a lot of the things that I I don't go to church anymore. I don't need to. I don't, some people need to. Some people that it makes them feel connected, it makes them feel good. I don't need church to feel connected. Um, growing up Catholic, I used to, I felt connected as a kid, and then life happened, trauma happened, and then I felt completely disconnected, and I was still trying to like connect with God and go to the church, and I felt completely disconnected. It wasn't working. So then it sent me down another path. The healing journey led me to spirituality, um, and the ascension process. Um, so it's like, I have a lot of religious people that come in here, and they're like hardcore religious people, and they're like, Jesus is like the only way, church is the only way. And to me, that's putting people in a box. It's not the only way. There's many ways. There's many ways. But like, regardless of whether you're religious, not religious, Jesus exists. He's one of the ascended masters. He's a guide that we can connect with for guidance or even healing, whether you're religious or fucking not. Um, but yes, I do believe in Jesus Christ. um, Skeptical is too old at people he's talking to. Um, Nobody's too old. They are 30-minute videos for one question of if she speaks with spirit. There are um, have fidelity questions. I recommend a private investigator. Yeah, yeah, I would do that. Because if I was gonna read the cards and like your fiance was stepping out on you and I didn't pick up on it, like, and then you found out, like, yeah, no, I'd rather, you know what, you could be a private investigator, you know. As a female, I've been a pretty good private investigator, like when you don't trust somebody, you can find some shit out pretty easily. Females are usually pretty good at that stuff because men usually leave us having to figure it out. uh, mhm. What do you think about lucid vivid dreams? Are they premonitions? Oh, oh. Oh, I already answered that question. Maybe you put it again because I know I get behind in the comments because I do try to read them all. Um, um, your sister, you're still here talking shit and saying I'm a loser and I'm lonely. And, I mean, that's obviously how you feel about yourself since, I mean, I've been on for a while. Aren't you the same your sister that was talking shit like an hour ago? Like, why do you feel like a loser? Why do you feel lonely? Mm-hmm. La-di-da, la-di-da. Oh man, some people's comments are funny. Your sister wants to know if I have a job. Yeah, my job is healing. My job is helping other people heal. My job is helping other misfits not feel so fucking misfit. Look at your teeth. Ew, I know, that's so gross, right? They're so big and white. How dare they? Stupid teeth. Uh, Hi, Mike. How are you? How far behind am I, guys? I'm good. I'm good. Hi, Kat. Only here to say hi. I'm about to head out. Oh, so you probably didn't even hear me say hi back to you. How far behind am I? Talk to you later. I'm kind of around. I'm doing good. Cheers, Lynn. You all have a wonderful day. Merry Christmas. If I'm not around, God bless. God bless. Caleb says, I can speak to trees. Are you talking about like real trees or like weed? Because I speak to both. I speak to both. And I hug them both. I'll hug a tree outside and I will hug my bag of weed. Because they both make me feel very happy. Although I am taking a break from the weed. Um, got my vape, but it's not the same. It's not the same. All right, I gotta get off in a minute. No, 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 tree of knowledge not good. Wait, how is the tree of knowledge not good? No, you know what's funny? Because tree of knowledge. A lot of religious people come on the channel, even though this isn't a religious channel, but we end up talking about religion a lot because of the religious people that come in here trying to save me when I don't need to be saved. I was thinking about like the tree of knowledge and how they'll be like, oh, like the devil and blah 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 blah. The snake was the devil and they tempted Adam and Eve and blah 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 blah. But like they completely disregard the fact that if God created everything, then God created that tree, and apparently God told Adam and Eve not to eat from the tree. Well, didn't God create a temptation by doing that? Isn't that considered devil energy? The temptation was the tree being there in the first place, not the snake telling someone like, hey, eat this apple. Someone telling someone, hey, you can go to any tree here except this one. That makes people want to go to that tree. And also it's like we're not allowed to have from the tree of knowledge. Why? Because we're supposed to stay asleep and not know. Um, hmm. And also the Adam and Eve stuff. I was reading about it. There was life before Adam and Eve. So they're like a long time before Adam and Eve. There's other stories from a time before them that are similar to Adam and Eve. Um, so everyone's like, the Bible's the only way. Well, the Bible's only telling some truths, not all of them. And some of those truths are misinterpreted by people. Like people are like, oh, well, Jesus was the Son of God. And it's like, yeah, but we're all children of God. If we're all created by God, if God is our creator, then we're all children of God. So, I don't know. But anyways, we always end up on that subject, but oh wait, where's Major? I saw you said Major, she's reading the chat, but she's not even interacting with us though. Really? Because I've been reading the chat the entire time. Just because I haven't gotten to you doesn't mean I'm not interacting with people. And you know what? Most people on YouTube aren't fucking reading the chat at all. They'll come on, they'll read cards and talk like you're there, but they don't actually read what you're saying. Um, so if I'm not reading fast enough to get to people and they can't handle it, then you don't have to stay. Is she talking to us? LOL. Yeah, I am. I'm reading the comments and responding. But I am getting off in a minute. I was just trying to catch up to like the end of the comments, but apparently I'm probably like an hour behind because I take my time to make sure I get everyone. But I'm having to skip comments. I hate doing that. Can you communicate without speaking? That was yes in sign language. Oh, wait, no, that's no in sign language. This is yes in sign language. Yes. No. Hi, my name is Linds. Or wait, is this Sey? Um, I was speaking while I was doing the sign language, so I failed. Everybody has them, but learning how to use them is the hard part. No spell work here. Holy shit, devil is here. Yes, I am. Just kidding. Oh, gang stalking. So you know about gang stalking? This girl needs a man. Actually, I don't. I don't. Um, all right, I gotta leave in a minute. I was a religious Christian for over 30 years. Manifesting works the same spiritually, or as they say in the Bible, spirit is spirit. Do your best, trust the process, don't harm others intentionally, etc. Yeah. Um, it's like with religion, there's a lot of like helpful and good information within religion, but people end up putting themselves in a box and then they want to push it on other people and then they want to like shrink people into that box too. Um, it's like if you're good in the religious box, great, you know. Um, but people that aren't, it's like we can't judge them for it and be like, oh, this person needs Jesus. Isn't that for God to judge and decide? You know, if I'm seeking to connect with religious aspects, then yeah, give me the information. But when I'm telling people that I'm spiritual and then they start trying to shove the religious beliefs down my throat like I don't know nothing about it. Um, it's like no, I've been religious before, been there, done that. Um, and like there's I've read information from like different types of religions and each religion has like stuff in it. So to just put ourselves in a box with just one religion and one belief and one way of being, um, I don't vibe with that, but if somebody does, then I'm happy for them. We shouldn't be judging. Shouldn't be judging each other, you know. All right. Oh yeah, I'm really behind. Lenny. Oh, why are you calling me Lenny? So do I know you? I'm just kidding. Or did you see Katie calling me Lenny? Oh yeah, Katie just called me Lenny. Santa does not leave gifts for people who abuse Lenny. Yeah, he does. Lumps of coal. Some people don't consider that a gift though. Too much spam. Yeah, there is a lot of spam. That's not, yes, that's knocking on a door. But that's how they say yes in sign language. Yes. And this is like understand. Like, do you understand? Oh, hi Shane. How are you? Thank you. Um, Someone said Elvis is king. Yeah. Um, All right, I'm gonna get off because I gotta go. I gotta go, guys. I'm sorry. But I'll if I'm not back on later tonight, then tomorrow, the day after. You know, usually within a few days, I'm back on at some point. So, you know, if you're feeling it, subscribe and come back next time I'm live. And if you're not feeling it, that's okay too. You know, if you're unsure, then you'll figure it out eventually. But anyways, I hope you all have a great day. I love you all so much, and thank you so much for being here. Whether you were a pain in the ass in the live or not, whether you were trolling or here for a legitimate reason, I appreciate you all. Um, and that's it. I'm always so weird about getting off because I have a hard time saying bye to people. It's like, I don't want to go yet. You hang up first. But anyways, bye guys.